baddie, bitch a little 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 baddie.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you? No, there's no episode tonight, you guys. I saw so many comments about, is there an episode tonight? But I don't think you guys are actually seeing the post that we make on social media and on the community wall where we says that we're taking a break this week. We always take a week break, no matter what show we always do. It's always a week break. Let me clear my throat. Hey, hello, good evening, hi, hello. I just wanted to, I wanted to come on here, just touch bases with you guys. Kind of go over just a few. Actually, I know it says like a recap of episode 1 through 5. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not doing that. That's too much work. I'm just going to talk about some of my favorite scenes of this season. No, there is no episode this tonight. We've already said that. We said that last Thursday. Y'all gotta be subscribe, okay, and subscribe and follow the Chasing Reality page on all social media networks, okay? So we can discuss all the things, so you guys can be all caught up. Hey, hello, Caribbean. I'm going through a breakup, and now you tell me there's no episode. I'm sorry. That's not even funny. I'm sorry. I hope things get better. Such a great season. Thank you so much. I mean, I've said this before on TTB's network. Hey, Trap. I said this before on many platforms that this particular season, I wanted to make sure that, I mean, if you've been following the Chasing Reality page, I'm sorry, seasons from season 1, 2, and 3, then you guys already know. You guys already know the story between me and other people and how I was going to take over. And with that being said, I had to make sure that I had to do my big 1 and my big 2 and my big 3. Okay, I had to make sure the visuals was good. I had to make sure the audio was good. I had to make sure just like the storylines. It just looks good, comical. I just had to make sure that the story was good. So I feel like I am surpassing my expectations. So I'm really, really excited about that. Hey, Chris. So listen, I am the executive producer over this season. So if you have any questions, now is your time to ask, because I know the answers. But I can only answer but so much, right? Because I can't ruin the season. I just can't do that. Love Chasing Dallas. I'm so sad. Listen, I'm sad too, but we always, like I said, every season of LA, Atlanta, Dallas, we always take a week off. So it's really nothing new. I saw someone in the comments saying we need to get more organized or something like that. I'm like, you must be new to the channel, because we always take a week break. So it has nothing to do with that. Markel, please produce Chasing LA with Q. Let them fly me out there. I will go. Fly me out there. I'm gonna go. You're doing great, Markel. Thank you, Jay. This is the best season ever. I feel the same way, and not personally because I'm doing it, but I really feel like this is a good season. Chasing the World coming soon. Let me not take that show idea. I'm playing. Hey Nick. You are doing very well. You are doing well, Markel. I'm really enjoying the direction of it is going. Thank you so much. No shade. This is probably my favorite season of Dallas. I miss some of the girls, but I'm loving the new cast. Yeah, some of our old cast members, Carrie D, Ariel, Carrie D. Let me try to remember from last season. Carrie D, Ariel, Trey Womack, George. Well, he's kind of here. Am I missing somebody? Me. I forgot about myself. We just decided to just just do some changes. Just do some changes. And yeah, we'll get to all that. We'll get to all that. Why is Trey Howard being so messy? I don't think Trey Howard is being messy. I think he's just answering the questions and he's just putting it all out there because why hold back on the information if you know it, right? Can we know how many episodes this is this season? Let me ask you a question. If I tell you how many episodes it is this season, would it really matter? Not that I don't want to tell you, but would it matter if I tell you how many it is or not? I love that editing holds the girls accountable. Listen, okay. Going forward to any other person on the show, you see what happened last week. Don't be lying because it's all filmed. We got the footage. I got the footage. How many? Jamar? A lot more. I can say it's more than how many, what episodes are? What episode are we? 6 is coming up, so it's more than 4, more than 5, more than 6, more than 7. It's coming. Hey Markel, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. VH1 does the same thing. They always do like a winter special, a summer break, and I'm enjoying the approach to reality. I love your artistic side. Thank you so much, Lucky D. I think it's Lucky D. This season is a wig snatcher. We better get a 3-part reunion. Well, I always strive for 2. 3, I don't know if we need a 3-part reunion, but we would definitely see. Everything looks good from the editing, confessionals. Everything is on point. And now storylines is another conversation. Well, let's get into it. Bees and honey, let's get into the actual storylines. Like, what do you think? And you guys are more than welcome to come up here and converse with me about what do you think about these storylines that you're not getting. I'm going to go ahead and just drop the link. Before I get to all like my favorite clips and things, I'm going to drop the link so that let me see. Hold on, let me drop this real quick. 1 second. That though. Hey Maz, hey cousins, hey Sag. He is kind of messy. I don't really think he's being messy. Will Chasing Reality ever? Let me get to that. I'm sorry. Will Chasing Reality ever do a Where Are They Now episodes with all the former castmates? I think that's a possibility. I don't see why not. Dario, if you're in the bushes watching, hey, from Trap, he's in the bushes. He's always in the he's always in the bushes watching, okay? Always. Please add Dennis in next season because he's always giving good TV. Okay. Well, you'll see some more of Dennis. Well, not really see some more, but why is everybody jumping on Sean? That was in the earlier episodes, like episode 1 through 3.5. Everybody was just really jumping on Sean just because they didn't like his. Here's the thing. I think when you are like a part of this LGBTQ community, I think that everybody thinks that because you're a part of this community, you have to know fashion and you have to know like the ballroom scene. And if you are just getting into it and things like that, you don't have to know all that stuff. Like, and just because you don't agree with somebody else's fashion doesn't mean they don't know fashion. It's a whole other story. Hey cousins, 3-part reunion. No, we're not doing a 3-part reunion. No, it's expensive. Well, no. Messiness is good. It keeps the show going. It does. Chasing Minnesota. I want to tell my story. Minnesota. That sounds very cold. I'm not against it. Hit me up in the DMs. We can talk about it. Unlike the previous executive producer, LOL, how do you feel being behind the scenes rather than being in front of the camera? So that's a really good question. What I will say is that being behind the camera is very rewarding and exciting because you get to really like do a deep dive and tell people's stories the way that needs to be told. However, when I am doing the filming and I just feel like someone is not giving what needs to be gave, I just want to jump on the screen. There's been so many moments I just want to jump in front of the camera and say, can the drama be about me? Because I just want to get in. I just want to get in. Hey, Markel, long time no see. Hey, Really B. Miss Portia, so no episode this week. No, there's no episode this week. We'll return next week. We are doing a week, spring break week, okay? I know your kids is off. Let us take a break. I want to see the scene where Sean says in his little ass section. That is definitely coming. He's given us RuPaul MTV Productions. It's prickly gonna be like, it's probably gonna be about 15 episodes. 15's a lot. 15's a lot. I will say it's not 15, but it's close. DeAndre better be at the reunion. I hope them contracts clearly state that. I want him at the reunion as well. I definitely want him at the reunion because we have a lot of things to discuss and get popping. Oh, I don't see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Because I don't see it in here. I don't. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let me get back to y'all. Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Congratulations, first off.
I think this casting was pretty strategically picked. Yes and no, not really. So it was pretty much like a voting process. It was 4 of us in the room. It was me, Ondario, Ondario's mother, and Oliver, and we did a voting process of like who should be here, who should not be here, what is this person giving, what is this person not giving, why do we want this person, why do we not want this person. So it was a good voting process. If he backed out of confessionals, I don't see him being brave enough to come to do the reunion. I hope that's not the case. Patches not too much on Bando. Wait, am I missing something? Hold on. Bando. I have notified Flip you looking for him, Portia. I mean, Poochie. Okay, so, wait a minute. I'm missing something. Has any cast members accused me of being biased? No. I haven't had no issues from any cast member about anything about being biased or being treated unfair or not giving fair treatment. No, I don't do that. Our team is fine. Well, if there's no 3-part reunion, do a color theme reunion and have production choose the colors. We do that every year. That's every year. We need a Chasing NYC. I know someone who lives here. ... Me. They're calling for it, Ontario. They're calling for a New York City. Bando, listen, I saw the message. I'll be back. I saw the message. I'm gonna get back with you so we can go ahead and get what needs to be done. Hey Nicole, hello, West Coast girls. I miss all these. I miss all these. Listen, let me start down to the bottom. I just can't. We're not gonna go back. So listen, I'm just gonna play a few clips real quick of stuff that I thought was entertaining or something that I want to discuss. And we can show the first clip of
you and Jarrell have been really
Me?
I feel like ever since Cedar Springs, where everything just went crazy, I feel like there's been a distance between everybody. And it's more so Jarrell, but I feel like you be on Jarrell's side so much and it pisses me off.
It's not that I'm on Jarrell's side, it's that I know that he's going through shit just like everybody else is going through shit.
He been going through shit for 3 years now. Like, when is he gonna be able to?
But have you even tried to say, hey, what you going through?
And see, that's what I'm talking about. You always be on his side.
No,
so it's
because you also saying that I haven't been there for you, but I'm lost on that. We work together. Yeah, I'm not with him as much as y'all think I'm with him. I'm not with him like that.
So Jarrell, I call him my other half or my best friend. He is my other father. You guys hear me talk about him a lot. And Dior and Jarrell used to date. Still call him my dad, only because, I mean, I just have that respect thing there. He's been like the inspiration to me when I started out in fashion and really wanted to like look a certain way and didn't care what anybody thought about me. It's hard to look at. It's like hard to understand where did we go wrong.
I'm going through so like my
Sorry, I was on mute. I thought this scene was very, very, very touching because we rarely ever see Trey and Dior kind of sit down and discuss like real life matters, like real touching moments. And just like these are moments where, you know, Trey was very vulnerable, where he felt like Dior was just not as present as he needed him. But then in Dior defense, he's just like, you know, you need me, you can always reach out to me. It's a two-way street. And I really thought this was a really, really good scene because a lot of times people do not know how to communicate. And this was a prime example of where communication just doesn't work all the time. And I just felt like this was a definitely a really good touching scene for me. I thought it was very good. Now, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? TCB now, the first scene is him singing Mariah Carey. We not doing that. Angela, that's not my bag, baby. I'm either interviewing, host, or recording, period. That's my lane. Hey, Tracy. Hello. Hey, Trey and Dior don't seem as close. I'm sorry. Let me put that up there. Trey and Dior don't seem as close this season. Because I was about to say something that's about to come up. I just think as you get older, you know, as you get older and you get busier, you just kind of don't communicate as often as you used to. But it doesn't mean that there's an issue. It just means that, you know, you're busy. Right? Markel just skipped right over my question. Oh, what was your question? Listen, the way this system is moving back here is choppy. And I don't know what question it is. Where's your question? Oh, is there a moment thus far is there a moment thus far that if able you would do things differently? No. Absolutely not. Every scene, everything that has been portrayed and played out, I want it just like that. It didn't matter what it was. Well, no, I don't regret none of it. Not nan one. Markel just get rid of the question. That's true. Hello. So I just want to get into my next favorite clip of one of the season, which was definitely when Teddlie and George got into it.
I didn't know you moved or you were planning to move until I found out through social media. Speaking of social media, it was brought to my attention that you blocked me or removed me or something temporarily. I didn't even know. What's the issue? What's going on? Is there an issue? No.
It's not an issue on my end.
On your end.
But it's apparently the issue is on your end.
No. If you took the initiative to remove someone from social media who was your friend, supposedly.
Friends?
I don't know. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I thought we were.
Oh, you're
Did something change?
Yeah, you.
Well, let me tell you something. I realized you moved to Atlanta. Be humble yourself. Don't turn into a rotten peach. Okay? You moved to Atlanta. I wish you well.
Was that supposed to be shade? So let me say this. Even though this moment is getting me kind of hype, you know, I really didn't want to go there with him because I know so much about this person and his character. So you want to play? Let's play, Miss Filter Fish. Let me just say this. I get it that this is your first rodeo. But with me, you want to be very cognizant with the shade you want to throw. And so since we went there,
George,
let's go there. I'm very much so humble.
Humble yourself.
Do you know me?
Your friend circle change every month, every year.
Congratulations.
You talk about loyalty, but you don't exude that. You don't.
Oh, I was very loyal to you.
And I was very loyal to you.
Oh, is that
you
what you
move
call
funny.
it?
You used to people kissing your ass, and I'm not the one to kiss your ass. I'm going to call it out for what I see, And that's what it is. I was loyal to you, and you feel you were the same to me. We two grown men at the end of the day, professional working black gay men. Let's keep it like that.
Let's be clear. I'm behind this camera, and I am just appalled about what's going on here. Let me continue.
No beef on my end. It should be no beef on your end.
It's never no beef on my. It's never no beef on my end. But your energy just when you came down the steps, your energy was just totally off, and I get it.
Okay.
Welcome. I get it.
No, this is nothing for me.
Yeah.
This is nothing for me.
Yeah,
This is an add-on.
It has to be.
This is an add-on.
You're doing well.
I'm doing very much.
You're doing well.
I'm very blessed.
And I hope that you're well liked. Keep up that personality and that attitude, and they will love you.
It's not about what they love.
Congratulations. You're winning.
They're right. You're losing.
I can't be losing. Because if I'm losing, because let me tell you what a loser is. A loser is someone who posts another dude every other week.
Well, my relationship, my relationship has nothing to do with you.
As a friend,
life goes on after the divorce. Life goes on after the divorce.
We back to the divorce thing. I have no energy for that.
Until you have some knowledge about dating and having a stable relationship,
I do.
You can give that advice.
I do.
Other than that, you running around on apps and trying to have a relationship with people every other day.
But guess what?
Okay.
Loves it.
Yeah, he loves it.
Good night.
And you do too. Good night, baby. Stay blessed, sweetie. Ride in peace. Bye-bye.
So at this point, I am so done with George. Clearly, he said so many things that had nothing to do with our friendship or diminished friendship at this point. He clearly showed me his loyalty and how he feels, and I said what I said. People really show their true colors when they get in front of a camera or they've been on a certain platform too damn long.
She's trying and she's reaching. And then it was the whole mouth circle change.
Humble yourself,
please, girl. They talk about you in Atlanta, girl. They know you're delusional. You sick, bitch. You lost.
No,
Goodbye.
you're sick. You're sick.
Goodbye. You listen.
You're sick.
Listen,
George,
sweetie, the only reason you're on this show is because I left.
George.
That's the only reason you're on this show. Girl, you remember we wrote your storyline because you're going to be my friend of the show this year.
Before I left. No, I'm on the show. I'm on the show and I'm no longer your friend.
I moved to Atlanta.
Bye-bye. Okay,
back up.
Atlanta.
Don't get too close to his face, honey. That makeup is not.
Don't let the makeup fool you.
Very busy.
Very busy. And I stay busy. Thank you.
Do you?
Toodles.
Because you got an Airbnb in Atlanta, right? You got a BMW truck, right? Girl, you a fake. You a fraud, honey. Congratulations. Something's wrong with him. You have to be cognizant of the people you bring into your circle. I was a friend to that bitch.
This bitch is still standing here. So look, George. This bitch is still standing here. Stop.
I was a friend to you, bitch.
Stop.
And you don't think I was a friend to you?
Bullshit out.
You don't
I never said you wasn't a friend. What I said was.
So what was the switch up for?
You moved funny.
Tell you what the switch
you
up
moved
is.
funny.
Yeah,
and I moved how you move.
When your loyalty changes.
You used to bitches kiss your ass. And I'm not one of them bitches.
Have you ever kissed my ass?
Calm the fuck down.
Have you ever kissed my ass?
I'm gonna give you what you give me.
All of my friends are bosses, bitch.
Boy, bye. Get the fuck out of here.
Ain't nobody checking for you, Tedley.
Ain't nobody checking for you.
Because I can show you.
Georgina.
Who's on?
Nobody checking
Oh,
for you.
girl, you weak and tired for that.
No, you're tired.
You weak and tired for that, girl.
Tired.
So you're an old
You're
girl
tired.
coming. So you're a new girl coming on the
I'm
old
me
shit.
coming to what I come to.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Got it and keep it.
So you came back to get some more camera time. Go work on your edge. Work on that makeup. Work on them eyebrows. Bitch, you are not that girl.
You are.
How am I delusional?
I'm lean.
Bitch, you done posted 5 niggas since your
Why
ex.
you
Since
weren't
your
posting?
You see this?
So no, you work on you.
I needed the end of that. Oh gosh. That was okay. So that was a funny. Actually, I take it back. I didn't think that scene was funny at all until I watched it back. As I was filming it, I was very much like shaky because both of those are my friends. We were all in the same work group, same group, right? And I think there were some comments that were saying, why did George bring his friend? Those people, we were all in the same group. So it was just sad to see the demise of 2 friends just kind of like separate. Hey, Martel. Who is Martel, CC? Who is Martel? No, but thank you. Read down and browse still standing. Would you keep the same cast for season 5, or would you want to bring new blood into the scene? I would keep the same cast because I just think that when you, Ondario, I need you to relax. I would keep the same cast, because I do feel like at some point you need to kind of get to know these new people and grow and learn who they are. Maybe like one other person. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's see. No new show. Just one. We're not answering that question no more. No, there's no new show. There's no show tonight. It's coming out next week. That makeup is not blending. Dario is ready with the scenes. Just cut me all off. Those eyebrows truly do look heavy. Like they got a wife and 2 kids and a mortgage to pay. Moving right along. Okay, so let's Dario still drunk, let him live. Okay, so let's go. Trust me, that's one of my favorites. We gonna get there. The next scene.
Estoy preguntando. ¿Qué se te... Estoy preguntando. ¿Qué se te...
I don't know why this is not playing. Hold on, y'all. Let's see.
Preguntando. ¿Qué se te... Estoy preguntando.
Technical difficulties. Wait, anyway, I'm not gonna come back to that one. So basically, I like that scene with Jett Jeff and his mom because having your parents have your back living in this lifestyle is very it's a gift. And for Jett Jeff to be vulnerable to discuss him being in a 6-year no. He was in an abusive relationship and he's been single for 6 years. I'm not really too sure how long they've been together. But for him to want to tell his story about coming home, being verbally abused and physically abused and still made it out to be able to talk about it, I thought that was beautiful. And I think that that's something that needs to be talked about. It doesn't just happen in a certain community. It's all over. So I really appreciated Jett for not really exposing that, but like putting it out there. I love the Peruvian. Anyway, we love. Where's the nice comments at? Jett and his mom was cute. It showed a less shady side of him. Absolutely. I like this. The Peruvian prince grew on me way more than I expected. I know. I knew that Jett. Y'all just give Jett a chance. I know there's been some troubled waters with different. There, I ain't gonna go there either. Let that go. I've been watching from the beginning, and this is the best season for me. Thank you, CC. I really appreciate that. Hey, Donna. Hey, Scotty. Jett Jeff has been shady. I don't think he's been very shady. He's Jett Jeff ain't started yet, but mamas can definitely get down with the get down. Okay, so let's get into my next favorite scene. Let me clear the comments. Here we go. I wasn't invited.
So I'm here at the color party in my all red, of course. I'm a little nervous too because, I don't know what type of time people own. I got all of my snacks and my wines and everything.
Let me ask y'all. If you were invited somewhere and someone comes with a I wasn't invited shirt, would y'all be upset? Would y'all be upset? Hey, the ghetto view. Let's get back to it.
Have a good time.
We're gonna take a second. Let's go breathe. I guess. Look, I guess.
That's fine.
I guess. Hey, y'all. I guess.
He's not a guest. He wasn't invited.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Astro.
He's giving ninja.
Why wasn't he invited?
Because he's a fucking nobody. That's why he wasn't invited. That's why.
Because he was a nobody.
Nobody.
Hi, y'all. Come over here.
That's what I said.
Come over here.
Because now I'm with the shit.
Here, y'all.
Quisi coming in with his shirt on. That's Mr. Uninvited. Bitch, you are Mr. Uninvited because you want to come in on that energy. I'm going to reciprocate that energy. Boy, fuck you to the next. Hey, Astro. Bye, Astro.
Stupid ass bitch.
Hello. Hi.
The fuck?
Oh my God. The British are coming.
The British.
Hey, ninja.
I'm sorry. That hoe had me fucked up.
Girl, not this man just said Quisi is a nobody. Girl, that is tea. You was just trying to hunch on him, sis. How he a nobody?
I'm a nobody. The same nobody that you had your leg on. The same nobody that you was on Instagram. I guess scrolling through, looking at my pictures and shit, flirting, probably trying to beat your meat off of it or whatever. I don't know. But I'm that same nobody that you was lusting over. Be real.
I do not understand because at the Party City place, I knew he had a lot of energy, but he just coming out the gate with all these shady remarks and saying he's a fucking nobody. And I'm like, he raps and he's known here in Dallas. We don't know you. We don't know you. Oh my God, you were invited.
I want to invite
Y'all, we are
but I'm here.
Okay, let me give y'all a quick behind the scenes real quick. Okay, so actually,
but I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna touch it. But I'm here.
All right, so basically.
So when that camera had went down, I was like, all right, you guys, let's just cut. Hold on, am I on mute? Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm not on mute. So I was like, let's just cut. Let's take a break. Let's let everybody regroup. Let's everybody sit down so we can start the actual filming because we didn't do anything. Thank God one person was still filming. He just put the phone down, or put the camera down, and came back up. And here we go.
But I'm here.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, what my Big roll. Ting, ting, ting. For you. Ting, ting, ting. Press for you. Ting, ting, ting.
Press for you. You blocked me.
Oh my God. Hold on. Not my big bro. Not my good bro that I just met in the motherfucking studio. Hell no. Fuck wrong with these niggas. Y'all know how I give it up. No! Fucking no! Y'all have really lost my fucking mind! In my home! What the hell? Insert little bleep mark. What the f? Because this is crazy. I did not bring y'all here to fight. Going crazy in my clubhouse with all these Caucasian neighbors. That was fun. I love that.
Oh.
What up, though?
What are y'all doing?
Not having drinks, watching what's going on.
Why are y'all together right now?
What do you mean? Why are we together?
Why are y'all together? It's too early. It's too early in the day.
Nigga, it's 8:34, nigga. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's nighttime. We're just watching. You're doing an amazing job, Markel. The season is freaking awesome. Hey, listen, bro. I definitely tuned in, bro. Let me tell you, I was gagging. Get your big one. When Trey was like, not in my Caucasian home, honey, because that's how I feel. Like, y'all can't be cutting up in my nice Caucasian home.
Well, because that. So
thank you.
I really feel like we were not. That was our maybe. We filmed at that place every year of Chasing Dallas.
Oh, do y'all?
Well, okay. So I used to live there for the first
okay.
For season 2 and 3, and then so
really?
we always.
What up,
What happened?
Thank you so much.
So we always had an event there, and every time we had an event there, something happened. So we would never have another event there, ever.
Okay. Trap, it's me and Mr. 106 in Trap. Mr. 106 itself in the flesh. What you talking about? So you used to live there, and I filmed that time. So they should already know what's going on.
Well, I mean, we didn't expect no fighting to happen. Like all of that, everything that happened. How long have I been on here? Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna be here long with y'all. I know that a lot of people say that that was a setup situation. I think everybody's inclined to I guess their own opinion. I'm still kind of like 50-50.
Well, no. I watched last week's after show, and Dior said that the friend said it was a setup.
He definitely did.
Okay, so he did say that. However, comma, and the words in the code. However, comma. What's that boy name? Oh, DeAndre didn't have any issues with Quisi at the time. I think he had the issue with Dior.
Okay.
So that's why he brought the boys for Dior.
But I thought he wanted to get with Quisi.
But wasn't DeAndre rejected?
I guess. I don't know. Listen, we'll get to that at the reunion. I don't know.
Okay. Right. Where's
I'm just playing.
Did that man try to get you and you said no? Because the girls be acting up when they're rejected. But either way it goes, like the show is them veneers. No, they're not. I had braces though, guys, for like 4 years. So no, they're not veneers though. But I did have braces.
They're not veneers. No, they're pretty good teeth.
But the show is amazing, Markel. You're doing a great job. Like
you doing your big one, bro.
How is it, Markel, being now behind the camera, watching all the nonsense go down? Because for 3 seasons you were in front of the camera. Is it kind of like you be cringing a little bit, or you just like I gotta let it play out? You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel?
It makes me want to jump in front of the camera.
Like and be like, you're lying. This is not what happened.
I got the receipts. Well, if you ever have a chance to talk to any one of them, they'll always say, when I'm behind the camera and I know the truth, I'll sit behind the camera and I'll do this. I go,
Patches.
Somebody lying.
Pass up.
Well, we love that though. Well, we just came on. We're outside having drinks, and we just wanted to come on and tell you you're doing an amazing job.
No, Mando, calm down. Your version of DeAndre.
Your version of DeAndre gaining on you, joking, maybe not. What you talking about, Patches? What happened? We're just, we just wanted to come on and say you're doing amazing. We were watching. Got a return on his investment yet. They said the lounge is not open yet, y'all. So ain't no returns on no investment. They said on last week's episode, ain't no lounge open yet.
You guys have to wait and see if the lounge is open or not.
Right. Maybe by the end of the season, the lounge will be open.
DeAndre said he expected Quisi to come, even though he's
it's gonna be wide open.
And use a t-shirt to set him off.
Hey, no shade. I feel like that shirt was the most epic thing ever. That was a highlight of the season for me. Like the fact that he was not invited and wore a shirt that says I wasn't invited.
I would have done the same shit.
If y'all don't order that shirt and he don't make $1 million off that shirt, like that shirt was everything.
Bring them to the reunion so they can do it.
Is it Quisi or Quisi? Markel, is it Quisi or Quisi?
Quisi.
Quisi. Shout out to Quisi.
Okay,
it's because Astro says it a different way, so now everybody else is trying to say it.
Right, because I'm like, I hear Quisi and then I hear Quisi, and I'm like, I don't know which one it is. No,
like Marquise, but Quisi.
Oh, like Marquise. Is it short for Marquise?
His name is Marquisi. What's his name? Marquisian?
I would go with Quisi.
It's Mar something.
It's
Mar with a keys. But it's something in the middle.
Marquisian, Quisi, we live for you, and that shirt was epic. And put the shirts out because that shirt was epic. So yeah, we just wanted to come on and say that, Markel, and say hi to you and to give you some little encouragement on tonight. Thank you for coming on here and letting us know about the season and your thoughts. Because we really want to, hear from you because you've been in front of the camera, now you're behind the camera, and so your thoughts mean a lot.
Okay, Nicolette.
Nicolette.
Think about it.
He was throwing shots at Dior.
They want me to have more drinks.
He would have picked up Keyshawn, and as soon as he responded, he would have jumped in, but it was bound to happen.
That's it.
Yep.
Nicole, you gonna be nice.
I don't even know if I'm on next season, y'all. Like, I'm just here.
They just ended a few months ago.
Right. I literally feel like we literally just ended. What month is it? It's March.
Well, we'd rather have our own next season than
I feel like we literally just
let me
ended.
shut up.
Like we literally just ended like 2 minutes ago. So I don't really know what's going on, y'all.
For at least 2 more episodes, I feel like. Hold on, DeAndre's giving folks 2 more episodes. No, we're not talking about that. The fight is over. We cleared the air last episode. We done moved on. We're not speaking about that fight no more.
So Markel, if you had a moment to speak to your cast member who's upset right now and not trying to participate in the festivities of what's going on, what would you say? Like, cause he's probably watching, no shade. Like,
we've already spoken. Even when we were on the live, I would like for him. Trying to figure out what my thoughts. I would like for him to come back and to finish what he started, because I feel like green screens are super imperative to your story because it gives clarity to what has happened and then your own perspective. Because when you're filming these scenes, you don't have time to give perspective. You're just in it. And that's what the green screens are for. If not the green screens, definitely a reunion, because that's how I want to do it. This reunion is that we are, after the reunion, it's a clean slate. Like we are ending all of whatever the situation is with anybody there, and we're moving on to brand new situations the following year. So I think it'll be a great idea for him to come. I wouldn't be surprised if after staging the slap with Teddlie, he would have attacked him and played like he didn't know what Teddlie was talking about and played victim from getting slapped.
so here's what I can say. You're an EP this season. So what I can say as a cast member, DeAndre, I would encourage you to tell your story. Like, don't allow anyone else. Like, if you knew DeAndre, how many people I talked into going, what I'm doing? Rico, calm down. If you knew how many people I encouraged to go to the reunion, because Poetic didn't want to go to the reunion, Rich Bomb didn't want to go to the reunion, but don't allow anyone else to tell your story for you. They're going to paint a narrative, and if you're not at the reunion to tell the way that you were feeling in these moments and the mindset that you were in and to tell your own story, they're going to paint it for you, and it's just going to be all bad. And this name is going to travel with you for a long time. Rico, I thought you were working right now. Thank you, TTV.
I agree.
I hated the LA reunion shade. It was super toxic. It was toxic.
Wait a minute, we're not here for LA. We are here for Dallas. Nicole,
Right,
I'm
we're
dropping you.
We're definitely here for Dallas. It was definitely toxic. But DeAndre, you need to show up to the reunion and you need to do your...
We're tired of seeing Nicole just pointed out for you. Ooh, this shit.
Thank you.
So let me get to my last favorite scene thus far. And here we go.
To the room that they may not know about you that you care to be vulnerable about.
Okay. You mentioned my kids. Right now, I'm going through a situation with my oldest daughter. A lot of people don't know that I found out when she was 9 that she wasn't biologically mine, going through court system to get custody of her. So I chose to stay in her life and stay on child support and pay child support, just so I can have my rights. So my oldest daughter is not biologically mine, but as of October 25th, she turned 18. So since I was 17 years old, I've been on child support. So I'm finally passing that journey in my life of not being on child support. So that's something a lot of people don't know, is that my oldest daughter is not biologically mine. It got a little deep. I started to feel it, and to be honest, I needed that. I needed that moment to vent. When I told them in regards to my daughter not being mine biologically, it kind of touched home for me, because at this time my daughter is 18 and she been my daughter since I was 17. I found that when she was 9, trying to get full custody of her, that
she wasn't biologically mine, but I made the decision to still stay there because I had already been there 9 years of my life, of her life, and that's mine. That was my daughter. So kind of touch home for a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out there, if you know how it feel to raise somebody and find out that that's not your seed, that shit'll fuck you up mentally. But the hell with that.
Why is this making you emotional right now?
Cause to be honest, that shit hurt me like a motherfucker. Cause that's all I got, that's all I had. Like, she made me the man I was, she made me better, she made me everything, and to find out that that wasn't my seed, it broke a nigga down.
So, I thought that was an amazing thing that Robert did. And I know that there was a lot of people asking, like, if it was them, they wouldn't have done that, or like, why would he put himself on child support? But he raised this girl since 9. So he kept himself on the child support so he can still have her in his life. That was the purpose of that. Not to just give the mama money. That was his way of staying in the child's life. I don't know. I just thought that was very touching, and I appreciate Robert stepping up for this young girl, and still being in her life all these years. So definitely was appreciated for Robert. And then for people in the comments asking me, why did I ask me that question? Why did you emotional?
I never understood why people asked you that question. I was like, this is what he's supposed to ask.
That's what I'm supposed to do. Why are you
like, y'all? He asked that to everybody. They just cut it out.
Because he literally said, "Damn, Markel," and he walked off. And I was about to go over there and console him, but I was just like, we want to know more. Like, we want to dive more deep into the situation. So that's why I asked. Okay, y'all, I wasn't being rude.
Personally, I'm glad you did your job the way you did it. Because we got the more that you were looking for, because we definitely needed that. It was nice to hear. Shout out to Robert for stepping up and doing things that people who have actually contributed to birthing children won't do. So shout out to you for doing that, because that is the ultimate step up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just complete shout out to you for that, because yeah. But
can I say that I had a conversation with Robert, and Robert is really a sweetheart. Like, I've conversed with him and interacted with him on multiple occasions, and I think that he sometimes gets a bad rap because he comes off aggressive, and because the demeanor that you see is an aggressive demeanor. But Robert is really a sweetheart at the core, and I'm glad that people got to see that he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's genuinely a sweet guy, and he's not for all the rah-rah. But he got to get rah-rah, and that's what we love about men. If we got to get rah-rah, then they'll get rah-rah, but they don't just come off. He'll laugh, he'll joke, he'll have a good time, and that's what I'm glad that people got to see about him in that scene.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely gotten to see all different facets of him as a person. We've seen him be a little more reserved. We've seen him be, see how he gets when he needs to resolve issues. Like, even how he handled his first little event he had, and he was like, you know what, my energy's just not right. So we had this conversation. Mm-hmm. And the way he handled that was just so, like, to me, just so mature. It was just the right way to do it. Just, you know what, let's just go step off to the side and take care of some stuff. So I appreciate that we get to see different facets of somebody's personality, where sometimes some people are so focused on what they show us that we miss all those extra little parts that people can relate to. So shout out to anybody who just shows us all there is about them.
And what is amazing to see is that we're whole people. Like, we have different issues, we have different things. Like, Robert's struggles are not my struggles, but they're still valid. My struggles are not Robert's struggles, but they're still valid. So it's good to see the total person as it proceeds, because I think people people were like, oh my God, Robert was so aggressive, and why is he so mad about his friend? And it's like, you know, hey, if I love who I love, I respect who I respect, I hold down who I hold down, but there's lots of things that we all go through that we don't oftentimes show you guys because there's no opportunity for that, or it just might not come up during filming. Like, we go through a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys only get to see what makes the edit, and I'm glad, Markel, that you were able to show the softer side during the edit, you know?
Yeah, because Robert has been so far, you know, you've seen him. Well, this season he hasn't been quiet at all. Robert has been on 10 the entire time, and I love it because I don't think last season he got a moment for you guys to get to know him. He was very much like, "What I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?" I was like, "Okay, we ain't got time for you to know what I'm saying." I said, "You're gonna speak this season." So, Patches, what you want?
Well, I may have wanted you. What you mean? What I want? What did you?
Lord have mercy. Here we go.
No. I wanted to talk about that scene, Markel. One thing I'll say, man, which I know, you know, I tell you all the time. I love that this season. What I think this season is doing that a lot of other seasons, and a lot of shows can take note to, is that you're breaking stigmas of how people are based off of how they look, right? Mm-hmm. What I loved about showing this side of Robert is that if one was to look at Robert, they would automatically judge Robert thinking he's this and he's that and so forth by the way he speaks and the way he does things, and miss the fact that at the core there's a man, and there's a man who understood what responsibility means and how to value life. And I love that part, and I think that's why that scene was so powerful for me. It's because, yeah, some of them are giving exactly what we expected, right? But y'all are breaking all kinds of stigmas, like fashionistas who are not fashionistas, but they have great qualities. You know, all kinds of things that are going on. But,
what I feel like you was being shady right there.
Oh, well, Markel, I have to do my job, you know.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all gonna leave Keyshawn alone. Hey, Barry.
We love Keyshawn. Keyshawn is great.
Keyshawn is one of my favorite people, and he knows that.
I have a question for you, Markel, real quick. After filming the season, who did you, in terms of the fan response, who did you know how it was going to go for? You watched the season, you filmed it, and you said, "Ooh, I know how they're going to respond to you. I know who did you get it right for?"
Everybody except for Sean.
Okay.
Which now it's turning. It's definitely kind of making a turn.
Agreed.
But in the beginning, I was just like, wait a minute.
I like Sean.
Get to know him first.
Episode 1 and 2, we wasn't having it. I won't even hold you. I was one of the ones that also wasn't having it, episode 1 and 2. But by episode, you said 3.5, and you was right. By about 3.5, I was like, oh, okay.
No, Sean, you're in the comments. The only thing I didn't see it for was that cut up shirt in the intro. It was the shirt.
Fuck that cut up shirt, nigga. You ate. Fuck you mean? You ate, nigga.
I didn't see it for that shirt. That's it.
Fuck the cut up shirt, nigga.
But other than that, Sean, I love you.
I liked everything that Sean did, said, had on. Like I didn't see what you guys were seeing, and I was just like, Sean, at the end of the day,
that's not gonna make me out to be shady right now. Angela.
You are shady, Miss Nicole.
What she
No
say?
shade.
Very.
But I want to say something.
Did you see it for that shirt?
No,
that
Miss
Sean had
Nicole.
on?
No, I'm at work, so it's cool.
No, did you see it for that shirt Sean had on?
What shirt though?
So this is what I want to say, right?
The blue shirt that was cut across the top. I told Sean I didn't see it for the shirt.
Hey Barry, what you want?
I just try to, lead with the Lord, but this is what I want to say, right? So I watch every single season. I've been watching from the beginning, like I watch all the cities, right? But I wanted to say, Markel, I just wanted to give you your flowers because in the past seasons, without naming names, the focus has always been about whether you were a good friend or not. And sometimes it gets lost in translation on what people are actually chasing. And you are doing a good job of showing like what the fuck you've been doing this whole time. So I really, really enjoy that. And I'll just say as a fan, I love Ondario. I just love the whole production, watching it for years clearly. But sometimes it just gets lost in translation what people are doing because there's a lot of shade about who's doing what and who's better than other people. But And I also want to say that I love the new cast and how they came in. I like how they're banding together, and it's really, really cute. And that's all I wanted to say. And the last thing, Miss Nicole, you gave me a heart attack every episode, but that's it because we talking about Dallas. So that's all I wanted to say. Good job to you, Markel. You're killing it, and I'm enjoying the season.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you.
You know what, Markel? Sean, it's not about the labels, bro. If you could take the way you read and just apply that to everyday clothes, you'll be sickening. It's not about the labels, it's just about the choices. But Markel,
so here's the thing. Sean has always been, Sean has always been great in my book. I feel like he does an amazing job. So his story to completion. And in my book, Sean will always be on the seasons to come. So if y'all don't like his fashions,
Sean is great. I'm not mad at Sean.
I hope Sean come back.
You better keep Sean.
Please bring Sean back.
Said, no shade, y'all. Sean said he knew that shirt wasn't right.
I mean,
I'm just saying, the people get mad when I say what the people said. Sean knew that shirt wasn't right.
I mean, because quiet as it's kept, I didn't like this one on her first 2 episodes either.
Who is this one?
You. But we ain't talking about all that. We talking about Dallas, and this is a great season. Now, I want to ask a technical question.
Okay, let's get to a technical question because I'm not gonna be here all night long. I got 5 more minutes and I'm out.
Okay.
I can't.
Filming
Nicole. Mute her.
We can do all that later. Filming this season. Technically, what did you find to be the most difficult part? What, like staging, finding spaces to shoot, getting everybody to show up in the right space, background noises?
The most difficult part would probably be scheduling because this cast, I told them, I said, listen, let me know what you want to film, what you have going on, blah, blah, blah. And when I tell you the floodgates of heaven came, so it was just hard to just be like, okay, this person, Jett Jeff won Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm sorry, Jett Jeff won Tuesday and Thursday, but Keyshawn won Wednesday. But Dior actually got some on Thursday too. But then Trey actually got some on Tuesday morning. The scheduling part. But luckily, since I work from home, I'm able to grab my laptop and just go do what I need to do. So that was probably the most difficult part. But as far as like location, sound, and like everybody being on time, we didn't have no lateness issues really when it came to the show because I've already stressed to them. I was like, especially if it's a location that I set aside for them or I paid for. I said, this is a paid venue. You need to be here because if you're not here, I'm starting without you. So if you see a scene where like we film, like if you see a scene and then you may see somebody new pop up in the scene in the last 2 minutes, well, I'm sorry, we're done. Gotta go.
I love you. I appreciate that. Keep the people on schedule.
Markel, I think what's so great about you is that your growth, just watching you from when you were on the season, right, when you were in front of the camera, to now being on this side of the camera, man, it's just amazing how much you have grown, and it's showing through your production. Really
but I feel like it's always been there. It was just overshadowed by trying to decipher if I'm a good friend or not. Like who said that earlier? Was that Barry who said that? Or was
Somebody
that
somebody
said that?
Somebody did say that.
But
yeah.
Jay, I do appreciate that. I do take that wording and compliment seriously because this is what I've been doing. Like I literally been doing like production and stuff since high school. I mean, I've done so much other stuff that no other people don't know about. Check my IMDb. So I've been doing this for a very long time. It's just I was waiting for the right moment and the right arena for me to do this in.
All things in the time they're supposed to be, and this was your time, and you are showing out. Hot TD Jakes, I hollering.
Somebody in this chat wants to know, Markel. What? Oh.
They asked if you were single.
Somebody in the chat, Markel, asked if you're single.
Y'all got money? The mortgages do, okay?
Yeah, leave the money on the dresser.
Markel got a lot of bills.
I got a lot of bills.
He's an expensive piece of work. So if y'all want Markel, y'all gotta have a lot of money.
The mortgage is due. The car note is due. Traveling to film.
Markel drives an expensive car. He has a really nice house. Like if you want Markel,
Nicole, can you stop talking about business?
And Markel said he be paying for stuff. He be like,
We had to mute her. No.
Markel, I have a personal question for you. Professionally personal.
Go ahead.
Do you have any plans for like working for like a major theater or like a major studio, producing for like a TV station or movies? Like what's the goal for you?
So I am ready. So my goal is to get into scripted. I have 2 scripted series that's already been written for years. I actually started filming one before I even started, way before there was even a Chasing Dallas. I think this is maybe when Chasing Atlanta was just season 1 or season 2. I already had 2 scripted series, and I started filming it. But you know how you start doing something, you just like, I just don't feel like doing this, and I just feel like it just wasn't the right time.
I feel that.
I still have the script, so I want to transition into that. But right now, it would be after I once Chasing Dallas wraps up. Well, I mean it's done, but like the reunion. I have one other show that I was helping out on, another show that I have that's coming out, and then another show that I have that's coming out. So once these 5 are done, I want to transition to scripted.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a cat. And actually, the funny thing about it is that when I was on the Millennials of Dallas, I was casting for my scripted series, and Dior came. And it's actually on camera, so it's still on YouTube. You can see Dior auditioning for the role, and we still talk about it to this day. Like he said, he's still working, so it may still happen. But you guys, listen, it is 9:02. I am ready to get up off of here because,
see, clearly this man is booked and busy and got a lot of stuff to do.
And clearly, a lot of the people in the comments are just lurkers because most of the stuff they're asking Markel, he's already addressed.
Wait a minute. Wait. What is what?
Most of the things they're asking, you've already addressed. You've either did it on your lives, and you've already talked about what shows are coming back. I'm just picking at the comments before you leave.
Sorry. Hold on. Because, when you're on this side and you see these comments on this StreamYard, it's choppy and it doesn't show. It'll like jump up as like a whole thing, and I miss.
Oh yeah, it's
Chasing takes a week off every 2 seasons. Okay, hold on. I just want to get through. Markel, you definitely have shipped it. Thank you. Not Markel looking for it. I don't need one. Markel, somebody say, are you single? No. Markel, would you want to ever return back to Chasing Dallas as a castmate? The season's not over. And we're going to end off on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It was so much fun talking to you guys. I have to do one other project thing tonight and get something to eat, and then I'll be done. So my job never ends. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Great job, Markel. And ratings, that wasn't directed to you. That was directed to the troll that's coming about it. Love everybody. Peace, love.
Okay.
Bitch a little baddie, 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 bitch a little baddie.
Hey guys, it's me, Bobby Bankrose, and I would like for you to get my new single, Baddies, available on all streaming music platforms. Available now.